what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? But when you wanted to leave and go on to the next world, your path was blocked by some unknown god?
Outlanders, your journey ends here. Who are you? The sustainer of heavenly principles. The arrogation of mankind ends now.
Give my sister back! And just like that, the god took away my sister. Some kind of seal was cast upon me, and I lost my power. So while we used to travel from world to world, we are now trapped here. How many years ago was it? I don't know. But I intend to find out. When I woke, I was all alone, until I met you 2 months ago.
Yeah, Paimon really owes you for that. Otherwise, Paimon likely would have drowned. So Paimon will do her best to be a great guide. We should head off. Let's get going! depletes stamina, and depleted stamina takes time to recover. Okay, let's take the route we planned. We're off to a statue of the seven. Which of the seven are you looking for exactly? Oh, wow! That's a statue of the seven. There are a few of these statues scattered across the land to show the seven's protection over the world. Among the seven gods, this god controls the wind. Paimon's not sure whether the god you're looking for is the animal god, but Paimon will take you to the animal god's place first, and there's the reason why. As we all know, poetry and language flow like the wind. There'll definitely be someone there who knows about your sister. At least that's what Paimon thinks. Whether the gods actually answer you is a different story. You never know unless you try. So let's hop to it.
Is this an answer from this world?
You can swim right over. Did you just feel the elements of the world? Seems all you had to do was just touch the statue and you got the power of Animo. As much as they may want it, people in this world can never get a hold of powers as easily as you. It's because you're not from this world to begin with. If we keep heading west from here, we'll eventually reach Mondstadt, the city of freedom. Mondstadt is the city of wind because they worship the god of Animo. So perhaps, because you got power from the god of Animo, you can find some clues there. There are also lots of bards there, so perhaps one of them has heard news of your sister. Let's move then. The elements in this world responded to your prayers, and Paimon thinks that's a lovely sign. the animal powers you got from the Statue of the Seven. Oh, Paimon's so jealous. Why doesn't Paimon get cool fighting powers?
My mic's been muted this whole time. Why does it mute my mic on default? Thank you. Hi everybody, this is the Crimson Swordsman, and welcome to Genshin Impact. Fucking hell, my mic's been muted this whole time.
I don't know why, but this is like a very funny start to it all. I wonder if my voice had even been heard this whole time. Actually, I don't even know if it has been heard. I don't know what my setting is for this account. I just realized that. Give me a second.
Chase showed up out of nowhere, and thanks to him, I realized my mic was muted. Erica, lol.
Oh shit.
My own voice was allowed. Hello, everyone. I didn't realize my voice okay, keep this in mind. I'm not on my main account. My main account actually allows my voice. I didn't know that on this account, I had it set to do not allow. So that is completely my bad. So at least it wasn't like I was talking to myself.
On a scale of 1 to 10, my friend, we fucked up.
Listen, at least I wasn't like too far into your playthrough or anything. At least someone caught wind of it.
We're 14 minutes in.
Okay, at least it couldn't have been any longer, okay? I mean, that's fair, right?
The Sword of Dissension. Thank you, my friend. I owe you big time for that one.
Do not mind the consistent tapping, as I am just doing that to level up Lumine.
Yeah. Cake! I have cake.
Elaborate on what you mean by cake?
Because I set my birthday for January 1st because of the new year, I got a cake.
This is going to be a long playthrough, considering the fact that content is still coming out for this game.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Is he talking to a dragon?
I'm gonna be honest and just say this, without actually spoiling anything for most people who haven't played. Let's put it like this. Game starts out quite okay. We obviously have some sad, tragic shit happen. But once we get to Sumeru, I'm just gonna say this. What the actual flying fluffery is happening anymore? Like, it's the type of thing where I just sit there coughing and wheezing and then ask myself, what is happening?
Sounds about right.
Your hair, thanks.
Like, if this game actually had co-op in main story, Dash, I'm gonna be honest, I would just be sitting there, I'm like, what is happening? Sorry, Rico.
Thing to do with that weirdo who was talking to the dragon. Yeah, Paimon gets why you're worried. Oh,
What?
I forgot that.
the shiny red thingy on the big rock over there.
I'm not watching the stream at the moment. I'm kind of doing my, yeah. I mean, I could actually, since like my hotspot, it does have its moments where I can function pretty well. But as of right now, yeah. But as of right now,
Know what it is.
I'm
Paimon knows
doing some of my own stuff on this account in Genshin.
Okay, we've got it. Now let's get out of here.
Adventuring 3. Now, this game does have co-op, but we won't be able to do it until I unfortunately reach adventure rank 16. What the
Which
hell,
may-
MiHoYoverse?
Which may or may not take a little while, depending. I mean, I'm actually pretty close to being able to do co-op on this account. And if we decide to do some co-op, Dash, I could just switch over to one of my other two accounts, unless if you absolutely want me to come in guns blazing with my main account, considering I have more characters on there, and I could probably I could like easily support you, but at the same time, it's like, where's the fun in that when most of them are like level 80 to level 90 already?
Yeah, someone in the chat pointed out what I said. I said, what the hell, MiHoYoverse? They got a fucking chuckle out of that one.
I am Amber, outrider for Favonius.
Hi, Amber.
Don't look like citizens of Mondstadt. Explain yourselves. Well, we're not looking for trouble.
Nice.
That's what all the troublemakers say. Doesn't sound like a local name to me. And this mascot, what's the deal with it?
For this Let's Play, I'm never choosing any option that calls Paimon emergency food. Because I don't see Paimon like that. Many others would say otherwise, but they can go suck it.
I mean, we've only been traveling partners.
Personally, me, I just don't like Paimon, though I kind of prefer her, like, in the beginning, because she just felt like she was a little bit more mellow, but, like, it just feels like, as
Her
of, like,
vo-
recently, she kind of has been a tad bit on the annoying side for me, and at times I just plain can't stand her sometimes. But she does have her moments where she can still be a sweet little button.
I prefer the way her voice was in the very beginning.
Yeah, like, that's what I'm talking about, honestly, because, you know, she didn't, like, have, like, such a annoyingly high-pitched voice or anything. She just sounded like, you know, it's something that could be tolerable. Like, this is just how I see it. This is just my opinion on it.
It's not far from here. I'll escort you there. Oh, aren't you out here for some other reason? I am, but not to worry. I can keep you both safe while doing that too. Besides, I'm still not sure if
What
we
the
can
hell?
just yet. Oh, I'm sorry.
So they perpetuated the whole thing of making her sound very childlike, despite the fact that I would assume she's not really so much, like, meant to actually be, you know, a child. I mean, she kind of has the mindset of being like one, but she's not even remotely technically a human character or anything like that. I don't know. I mean, I get what they're trying to go for. They're trying to make her seem, like, very childish in terms of, like, personality and mindset and whatnot. But
Right.
there comes a point where that can extend to being a little bit annoying.
They should have.
Personally.
They should have let the voice actor just choose how they want to play Paimon.
Yeah,
But anyways, we got our first character, Amber.
freebie number 1.
Right,
Technically.
right. Freebies.
So, suspicious travelers, what
Hold it! Up.
he got separated from his sister.
That's to not, like, spoil it too much, Chase.
Paimon is his travel buddy, helping him to find his sister.
Oh, looking for your family? Huh.
It's all good.
Okay, let me finish my other stuff first, and then I can help you put up posters around the city. What exactly is it you need to finish doing first? A hilichurl.
Oh, hey, I leveled up.
Quick, get it!
These monsters have been getting too close to the city.
Is it?
recently. My task this time is to clear out their camp.
Bear and Bunny, go! Kaboom! Alright, you're gonna just have to... Boom! Headshot!
Nothing to it. Though I've gotta say, you surprised me a little with your moves there. Thanks for the backup. How'd it feel?
Mention it. How is it the hilichurls ended up here? These creatures don't seem like the type to set up camps so close to cities like.
Exactly. It's more normal for them to be much further out in the wilderness. But because the dragon, Storm Terror, has been around a lot more recently, our orchards have been destroyed, and the local market has been affected as well. When the storms hit, we usually end up with at least a few injuries, so the Knights of Favonius have been tied up doing the best they can to...
So these annoying creatures have been getting closer and closer to the city?
Exactly. That said, clearing this camp helped make the area a little bit safer. Come with me. A responsible knight must make sure to see you to the city safely.
I don't know why a lot of people hate Amber. I really like her.
I think it has to do with, like, now, this is, like, my personal outlook from what I've at least noticed. So, Amber in general, like, combat-wise, she's not really particularly good in that section or anything. However, she can actually be pretty good for, like, early game. But, in general, she's not really entirely a useless character.
Right.
Also, if I start cutting out, just keep in mind it's my internet, like, being a little iffy. But anyways, like I was saying, to fill in for this bit, so Amber is, like, mostly useful in, like, overworld stuff, like, if you're trying to figure out, certain puzzles. You can, however, try to build her to be, you know, like, on the side, like, support for, like, combat stuff, but she's not, like, good in the department of, like, you know,
Domains
going
and
toe-to-toe
stuff.
with a lot of enemies. Yeah.
The survival
Right.
the Adventurers Guild.
She's also not good in closed spaces,
Experimenting with some new recipes.
Yeah. And
aside from Bear and Bunny.
First rule in the wilderness.
Yeah.
Oh, my travel partner here is good at cooking as well.
Oh,
Right.
pot right there. It's good to have some
And
mushrooms and meat in the
one other thing is that I should bring up is, like, if you're new to this game, like, if you absolutely are starting to play it, just keep this in mind. Play the game how you want. And it's okay to take advice on how to build certain characters. Don't listen to everyone that says, this character is bad, don't use this character instead. Because perhaps maybe certain characters just may not work for you, but other characters may actually be more preferable to you in terms of play style. And I have a few of those types of characters, and I like to switch between, you know, who I like to use a bit and everything. So, in other words, like, don't try to listen to some of the tryhards or anything. Just, you know, play at your own pace, enjoy the game and everything, and just remember, you know,
Have fun.
that important little bit. Yeah, just have fun. Remember that.
Thank you for the info.
Right. Also, there is a character that hopefully I'll be getting future on, Bennett. Oh, we're going to talk about constellations once I get him. Yeah. You know what? I better do a quick talk about it right now before I forget. Okay. So, the constellation menu. Yeah. This stuff. Yep. For Traveler, you need to get specific items in order to upgrade the constellations. But for other
And
characters...
in order to get those... Sorry. I probably shouldn't cut out. I did kind of want to, like, fill in that tip. But if you want to dash at me, go ahead. My apologies.
It's all good. But in order to... For other characters, you need to get second copies of them through the one system this game has. A gotcha system. Great. Yep. I mean, you gotta... If it's a free-to-play game, you gotta make money on it somehow.
Now, one thing I want to bring up, and this is what I was saying earlier, but due to the fact that my voice was technically muted, no one really heard it. But this is where I'm going to say this. Now, as I technically had said, my main account I've already spent money on, which is how I have a lot of characters now that I can actually rightfully use. On my current account that I'm using, along with my alt, I don't have very many characters, but you can absolutely do free to play on this game. It is possible to still be able to get characters you want and just not spend any money. But it's also dependent on how lucky you are and how generous the game can be to you. It's sometimes possible that the game can be so generous that you could literally get a 5-star in your first multi-pull. It happens, and it's happened to me before, at most twice. But if you're like wanting to go for certain 5-star characters, especially limited ones, you're better off just saving. Don't spend any of your primos whatsoever. Just continuously keep saving up as much as possible if there is a specific character that you want. For this account, I'm actually specifically saving up for 2 characters, depending on when they get their reruns again. They did technically recently have their reruns. One of them in particular had their rerun just last update. Oh boy, the amount of money I threw at his sorry dumbass. I sometimes don't like to talk about it. Oh, I'm gonna get payback once I get back on my other account. Fucking piggy bank.
Everyone's been put out of place by storm terror recently, but everything will turn out fine as long as Jean's with us. Jean? Acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. Jean, defend with Jean on surely even the vicious storm terror would be no. Before I take you guys to the Knights of Favonius headquarters, I have a present for you, Traveler. It's a reward for helping me clear out that hill. Hey!
Yes.
Because this reward is useless to you, but I'll treat you to a traditional Mondstadt delicacy. Sticky honey roast. Sticky honey roast!
Oh yes, whales.
We'll head to the city.
Not all of them are bad, obviously. Yeah.
usual crowds are nowhere to be seen. Except for the local
What does that make me?
all over there. They haven't been affected. If anything, their business is better than ever.
I've spent the bare minimum needed to get a 5-star guaranteed. As you know how much I spent on the hater. I've lost track. I haven't spent that much yet. Thank fuck.
I do wonder what that kind of makes me, especially after one of my other comeuppets with the amount of money I spent on one character because he decided to be a little butt.
We don't talk about him, but we will learn about him in the future.
I'm not going to exactly bring him up, but at most, this is a particular character I had actually wanted after he did honestly grow on to me.
And then you proceeded to say you wanted to put your foot up his ass.
That's kind of just been a bit of the common joke, mostly because, let's face it, he probably is going to deserve a foot in the ass at some point.
Yeah.
I'm actually, like, not trying to perpetuate that joke, but to be completely honest, yeah, at some point, well, actually, let's be honest.
Well, that's because
Yeah, never mind, that probably would still technically spoil it, but let's just say that, he's quite deserving of a foot in the ass. Or, as Red Foreman would put it, a nice swift kick in the ass.
Ah, that 70s show.
attention to my instructions.
Alright, time to test out the wind glider. Dangerous, proceed carefully. No shit, game! I can fly! Or, I can glide. Could you imagine these things could flap? What's the event? Oh, right. I forgot that starts at about start of the year.
The sky.
Oh, hello, giant dragon. Yep. For the first time. Technically second. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, meet Storm Terror.
I mean, doesn't the real name, like, get brought up, like, pretty early still?
Yeah, also I just got sucked into a tornado. How am I not dead?
That's a bit of a twister if you ask me.
Boo! Yeah.
Oh, don't worry. Let me tell you guys about the time that I got struck by lightning because I was going for a treasure chest. By the way, this is when I was still fairly new to the game, and at the time I only had one 5-star. You'll meet her later on. I probably shouldn't spoil who she is, but she technically was a permanent 5-star. Yeah, I was just like running up to a treasure chest. I'm like, ooh, treasure! And I think the lightning gods didn't want me to get close to that treasure chest because I was about struck by lightning.
You got smited. Machine gun wind bullets. We'll get into that when we get to it. No, you. Ah, yes. Introduction to the second freebie character, Kaya.
Storm Terror is attacking Mondstadt itself! Kaya, Traveler, you've come at the right time. We must...
Hold on, Amber. Are you perhaps forgetting to introduce us?
Oh, right. This is Kaya, our cavalry captain. These two are travelers from afar.
Yeah. Because she has Dami Mommy energy.
Oh, I never want to talk about the characters I simp for. Actually, you know what? I can probably admit to simping for Kylo. Will you not blow me away? Anyways, like I was saying, I can probably admit to simping for Kaya a little bit.
Andy Luke.
I say a little bit, but he's not the one that I primarily simp for. Who I primarily simp for, not gonna spoil it for my friend's sake here, as you will eventually meet him later on.
I see. Welcome to Mondstadt. Though you haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid.
Fuck.
I understand the anguish of being...
Yeah, go pass out, Chase.
I'm surprised I'm still even awake, but then again, I did take a nice nap yesterday, so I still got some energy in me.
Somehow. Thank you. And thank you for saving my ass.
First and foremost, on behalf of the Knights of Favonius,
Probably.
I would like to extend our thanks to you for your help. Your fight to defend the city against the dragon just now was witnessed by no small number of citizens. The acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius is also very interested in meeting you, and formally invites you both to our headquarters.
And I've now unlocked the dressing room. Which means I can finally change my wing glider. To the Wings of Dissension. AKA the PlayStation exclusive, Oh, right. Forgot to mention, Amber... In a recent update, a few characters got brand new outfits because of censorship reasons. Screw you, Hoyoverse.
You gotta keep in mind that I don't think that's really their fault, considering the fact that Hoyoverse is technically a company that is in China. They probably were forced to do it to begin with anyways because of, well, China's government and stuff like that. I'm not trying to be political here, but that technically is a part of the reasoning, so Hoyoverse doesn't really have control over that kind of thing, unless if it was rightfully their decision. But they probably were forced to because of China's censorship and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it sucks. It really does. But at least, like, over here, like, in the US and other countries, like, they're completely optional outfits that you can, like, put on them. Some of them do look nice, but I can see, like, they're a little bit on the meh side. I think at most, only, 4 characters were affected by this?
Yep.
Yeah, Amber was one of them. I know for sure.
Amber, Jean, who we just meet, Rosaria,
Amber, Jean, Mona,
Mona, and Rosaria.
Yeah, and Rosaria. It was only those 4, and surprisingly, like, we haven't had any other characters get censored.
And once it was over, I brought them straight here.
Mondstadt welcomes you, newborn travelers. I'm Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
Ooh, are you sweeties here to help us out?
And there's a third freebie character, Lisa.
So adorable.
AKA the Dami Mommy energy. You'll see why I say that in a little bit.
Storm terror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence. Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten. For a mage, it couldn't get much worse.
use that? I won't be able to kill you in time. Damn it. No.
Putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you oppose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your sister.
Paimon will help too.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
With Storm Terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of Storm Terror's power with her detection magic.
Is that so?
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples. Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples. I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
Paimon doesn't.
Knights of Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. Alright, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
Managed to.
And with that, we've unlocked the shop. We've unlocked the in-game shop and the ability to wish. This is where the gotcha system comes in place. In Genshin Impact, there are usually 4 banners that you can pull from. Two exclusive 5-star character banners, a weapon banner, and the standard banner. But on this playthrough, we also have a beginner's banner, which guarantees a 4-star character.
A
Noelle.
specific one. Yep.
This is our technical freebie number 4. So, let's get her. Slingshot, Skyrider Sword, Throwing Tails of Dragon Slayers. Fischl! Oh, hello! You wasn't expecting you.
I would like to bring up that when it comes to the Noelle banner, the thing with that one is you have 2 chances of getting Noelle. One of those chances you are guaranteed to get her no matter what. But you also have the chance of getting another 4 stars. I actually would like to bring up that over on my alt when I actually pulled for her, I not only got Noelle, but I also got Barbara and I think also Xingqiu as well. Which, funny enough... Yep, which, funny enough, since I had already technically mentioned Barbara, Barbara is also another freebie that you can get. However, you have to be a specific adventure rank in order to get her. So getting her early honestly felt really nice, because having a pretty good healing character was nice to have that early on. Like, it felt really nice. But Noelle can also still function as a health regen tank. That's pretty much the purpose of her character. So she's a bit of an early healing type of character for, you know, like, on the go and everything. Like,
right.
She'll come in handy, and she can be pretty good.
Now then, let's talk about the test run. The test run allows you to test out the 5 characters that are being featured on the character exclusive event banners. We have Raiden Shogun, Kamisato Ayato, Rosaria, who we mentioned earlier, Sayu, aka my favorite character in the game, and Kujo Sara, aka my least favorite character in the game. Fuck you, bitch. Doing the test runs for the 2 5-star characters grants you Primo Gems. And it's good to show off what these characters can do. So, starting with Raiden Shogun, aka the goddess of Inazuma.
Or, funnily enough, because this is a bit of a spoiler, the Electro Archon herself.
Yep.
I should also mention that the other Archons have already had their reruns, but we'll eventually get to meet. Well, actually, technically, we already did meet. We already did technically meet another one of them story-wise.
Chase put a God of Damage on my part.
God of Damage. I mean, it honestly do be true. I mean, I'm working on Raiden Shogun myself. You know what? I think this is a good time for me to bring this up. I have a funny story regarding Raiden Shogun. This is over on my main account. I had some stuff saved up from a previous banner that I had rolled on. I don't want to spoil it because it is technically important to story later on, but it won't come up until, like, technically the 4th region.
The stream
I
wasn't
had some
able to hear
stuff
Chase.
Huh?
The stream wasn't able to hear Chase.
Ah, damn. But, anyways, so, about Raiden Shogun, so, I had some stuff saved up from, the previous banners, from this current update. And, so, I was on my way to work, and I have the game on my phone, just in case, if I'm at work, or if an update comes out, because I don't really have good internet at my house. I just get the game updated on my phone and everything, and just try to do my polls until I can get the game updated on my console to be able to play. So, once I was able to get going with trying to pull for Raiden, I did a little trick that a friend taught me and did 4 single pulls and then a multi. Did my first single pulls, and out of one of them I did get a 4-star. Don't know if it was a weapon or a character, I can't remember. But then as soon as I do the very first multi-pull, instant 5-star. I want to bring up that this wasn't a guarantee either. This was another 50-50, as with the previous banners, I did win 50-50 on the 5-star for the banner I was pulling from. And lo and behold, Shogun Mommy came home.
Yep.
I don't know why she was generous.
Don't bitch.
All those jokes about me calling her mom? Oh my god,
she decided to come home.
You know what? Fair. Also, my dog has... he just had his tongue sticking out. Alright,
okay. So there are 2 different summon items needed for banners. We have Intertwined Fates, which I need for the character banners. And then we have Acquaint Fates, which are needed for the standard banner and the Noel banner. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably... Oh, wait, they're already on my team. Oh, yeah. Achievements. By completing certain objectives in the game, or just by progressing the story, you'll unlock achievements, which will automatically give you free primos. This game is very generous when it comes to its primo gems.
Absolutely.
Or, of course, you could just buy primos. Something I probably won't be doing. Anyways, we have a temple to go. Shut down.
The adventures will probably get more and more dangerous. We should make sure we're prepared. We could start by going to Mondstadt's blacksmith.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention there are 5 weapon types in this game: swords, polearms, 2-handed swords, bows, and catalysts.
Fine.
Each character has a specific weapon type you can use.
Of course. I sell weapons, make them better, and do repairs. All in the job description for a blacksmith.
Sorry about that. My dad was,
It's all good.
Yeah, my dad was, just coming to see what was up with, the puppy. I actually had a puppy, in my lap, kinda, sorta. He was a little freaked out because people were shooting off fireworks, like, at almost 6 in the morning over here. Yeah, I literally thought the fireworks were done, like, after, like, midnight at least. Like, at most, like, about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock.
Yep. Now, the reason I brought up the weapon types is because certain weapon types are better for exploration, like claymores, or the two-handed. They can break iron chunks really freaking easily compared to, say, a sword or a polearm. Then we just have Noelle in general, who says that the Geo character can just break them like it's nobody's business. Noelle is probably going to be a freaking lifesaver. I didn't realize you could do these Four Winds Temple quests in any order. I thought you actually had to do them in specific order.
I just kind of, like, did them in, like, whatever order they were listed. That's what I ended up doing.
Yeah, but for the sake of this, I'm going to do it in that regard as well. Ah, yes. Now to talk about the other important thing about this game. The domains. Oh boy, these are going to be fun.
There's a chance there's a monster nest or hilitrol camp inside. Even Storm Terror has given up its own temple. Yes, I also
Don't strike me now.
Storm Terror was once one of the Four Winds. Huh? Wait, did you just feel that? The wind here. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area.
By walking up to a domain and being the right adventure rank, you can have access to it. Let us begin. Oh yeah, and at the beginning of every domain, you get to choose your character lineup. Something I'm kind of glad that they do.
You can use that console to open the door.
The first 3 domains we're going to be doing will show off. They're pretty much tutorials for the 3 elements of the freebie characters we get. Amber, Kaya, and Lisa. Amber, being a pyro character, can burn quite a few things.
Yep.
And then there's her Baron Bunny, which acts as a decoy and explodes while dancing adorably. Also, I love that in this game, fire spreads.
Let it rain. Oh no! A horde! The fighting must have got them riled up. Well, good thing I prepared my secret weapon, explosive puppet Baron Bunny.
And Baron Bunny just has such an adorable dance. Kaboom! Oh yeah, after each chest you open gives you a sigil of the nation you're in. These sigils are important for later.
Are those explosive barrels over there? Well, one shot should be able to blow them up.
Now, the Animo element is a bit of a wild card when it comes to controlling the elements. With the element of wind, you can, well, might be better if I just show you. Animo's elemental reaction is called Swirl. When Swirl is active, Animo becomes a different element. And It's such a great feeling. Wee! Nearly fell on my death there.
Dragon's breath. Is that where the power's coming from? Great. Let's smash it.
Bop!
Phew, I'm tired, but at least this way we've helped Gina. In the past, we were at least able to defend the city and keep it safe. This, of course, is mostly thanks to Jean. But now with Storm Terror directly attacking the city itself, the winds change. So too should our tactics. It's what Lisa likes to say. Speaking of which, the 4 winds we were discussing earlier, if you want to learn more about our history, you can ask Lisa. I'm not saying I don't know our history. It's just... I mean, a librarian is supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider, right?
Frickin' Amber. Oh yeah, opening chests will also give you free primo gems.
It also depends on the chest type too. Certain ones will only give you 2, but there are ones that will give you 5.
Right, I was gonna say, the bigger the chest, the bigger the amount of primo gems you get.
There are also the ones that are in like those little shrine-looking things. Those will offer you 40, and they are like one of the best gems. Lots of rewards in it, plus there's 40 prima gems. But you need like keys that you can earn in specific ways to be able to unlock those shrines.
Hello, little Sealy. Oh yeah, the Sealies. Follow these to their Sealy courts, and you get a chest. Probably one of the easiest ways to find the chest. I see you, Dendro Slime. You can't escape me that easily. Burn alive, you son of a bitch!
I like to play Dendro Slime's the things that I love to play peekaboo with you.
Now, let us talk about the statues of the 7. Walk into a statue, activate it, just like you would a teleport waypoint, and you open up more of the map. It's so great. Also, you get a lot of adventure EXP for it. Actually, kind of think of it. The statues of the 7 have one more bonus compared to normal teleport waypoints, and that's the ability to, well, it'll be easier if I show you. This is an animalculi, or animalculus.
Oh, it's one of those consolidated wind things. Let's head back to the statue of the 7 at Windrise and offer it to the gods.
By offering... God damn it, Paimon! Let me speak! Now, by offering an animalculus to Animo Statue of the 7, we get rewards. Primo Gems, Animal Signatures, Adventure EXP, and most importantly, a stamina boost. The boost may not seem like much at first, but it is most important to get it.
Can you feel the blessings of the 7? In Mondstadt, people call them animalculi. They can be fitted into the statue's eyes. Some stories say the statue's eyes originally had gems that were taken by swallows, but animalculi never had a physical form from the start. People with visions collect them to offer to the statues as blessings. Unlike others with powers, you don't have a vision. But the rules of this world don't apply to you anyway, so
Spin to win.
A reward on the road.
Ooh, that's a big Dendro slime. Gotcha, you son of a bitch. As you can tell, I really despise the Dendro slimes. They are annoying as hell.
A reward on the road.
Man, don't we all?
Come, sever night from day. Go, go, Barret buddy.
Ow, you little... I'm just gonna smack my ass and get away with it. That can be taken out of context, I just realized.
Yep.
Okay, to be fair, a animal slime decided to smack my ass and then try to bounce away.
Oh, rotten bastard.
Oh, don't worry, I killed it. After it smacked my ass.
Hi, Kaya.
You've arrived. Come closer. Can you smell that?
It's the smell of burnt pyro slimes.
Something must have happened in the temple. I imagine
Hey,
the slime
look at that. I
was-
just unlocked co-op on my end on this account.
Oh, yes. It is going to be lively in there indeed. Oh, you're quite the brave one, aren't you? It's a pity that the Temple of the Wolf has been disturbed by such an atrocity. Let's head in. No one makes offerings to the Four Winds anymore. Yet the old winds never vanish. We need to clear out the temples for the Four Winds.
I'm adventuring 6, so I'm getting there.
It's
Why
a bit
did
of a
they-
slow process, but
Why did they have to make it adventure rank 16?
probably
Why?
because they felt like at that point you were probably most likely finished with, well, almost done with story. I just realized I can't say finished with Mondstadt's story because in order to finish Mondstadt's story, you have to be adventure rank 18.
Yep.
So at most, like, that, like, at least, like, a close point.
Oh yeah, and now we can try out Kaya. Like I said, these were meant as a tutorial for the freebie characters.
Be up there.
Now, Kaya is a cryo character. Which means I can freeze the water. Not only can I freeze water, but I can freeze enemies. Frozen will be one of the best status conditions in the game. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna use.
Traveler, unless I'm mistaken, you don't
Now, I will say that I'm going to abruptly disappear real quick because I am going to be switching over to my main account, actually.
That's fine.
I'm probably at some point going to eventually change up maybe the theme of my main account, but I'm not sure. But
Right.
yeah, also like partake in like some activities on this, so I shall be right back.
Hydro slimes. Freeze. Where the fuck do you think you're going? Bitch.
Finally, we're here.
Seems the path ends here. Let's use the wind currents to fly up.
Alright, and still set.
Welcome back.
Hello, hello. I am back. I am now on my main account. I don't really particularly have anything I need to do in Genshin on my main account, but I'm still going to be here for the ride.
Good idea. That's some keen observation. We should get June to give you a title and make you knight.
Because Kaya can freeze water and you can walk on top of it, we call the process Kaya bridging.
Terror was once one of the four winds.
I have a funny story regarding that, actually. So, where do I begin? Okay, so when I was, like, still fairly new to this game, I was still, like, doing Leeway's story. And two of my friends, well, one of them, he's just like, hey, how's about we help you get to Inazuma? Or Japanland, as he called it.
Oh God, I know where this is going.
And I'm like, oh, okay. And no, we had a total of 4 people in the co-op. So obviously there was me. There was another friend of mine. He's not in here. He already went to bed. And then to my other friends, which they're not in the party either. So these 2 friends both get out Kaya, and they start at a certain point in Leeway, and they just keep continuing and continuing. No, I was nowhere near done with Leeway's story yet. I think I still had, like, the 3rd part that I needed to do. God forbid I lost IQ from doing it. But anyways, so they continued, but little did my friend know, or more than likely forget, there's a barrier that stops you, and then they had to turn around after, like, doing that for about a good half an hour to an hour, maybe? Yeah, they had to turn back around and come back to Leeway, because they could not make it to Inazuma.
They got smited.
Actually, no, they managed to make it back. It just took them a long-ass time. It took them, like, a half an hour to an hour to come back.
Let's deal with it. Bravo. What a performance. You are, to my surprise, a well-trained knight. The battles you just fought were sights to behold. I see you already have the knightly virtue of modesty. Stories of your heroic deeds to save Mondstadt from destruction shall be known throughout the City of Freedom, well into the future. Please do visit me at our headquarters when you have the time. I also know a lovely tavern, if that's more your thing. Quite rewarding. No?
We've seized another temple from Stormterror's grasp.
I can take care of the rest here. You go take care of other things while I'm at it.
See you later then. Bye-bye.
There's no way Hilly Turtles organized an ambush like this themselves. Not with their limited mental capacity. Thus you were...
I think soon at some point we'll have to go over enemy types as well.
Yeah, at some point.
Because, I mean, we've already met slimes. I'm pretty sure
And
at this point
Hilly
you've
Turtles.
already met Hilly Turtles.
And now, hi D-Luke!
And now Abyss Mages. It's gonna be fun when we get to certain other enemy types. Let's just say that once we get to these enemy types, I am going to be referring to certain ones by the goofy names that I gave them. At this point, I guess.
That's why,
And
because
don't
I
worry,
can't
once we
remember
get
them
to
all.
them, don't worry. Oh, don't worry. I had the rightful thing to say.
And now we have Kaya. Nice! Good way to talk about party setup. Now, we can switch characters whenever we want. Of course, we can't switch characters in the middle of battle. But now, we have to go talk to Lisa. And, God, why is she so far away? Alright, I have to get my primos from doing Naruto. Do I have enough for a wish? I have more than enough for a wish. gonna start building up that pity. As you can tell, I'm kind of I have a problem with trying to save up primos.
We probably should also go over with how the wish system works, or how this game's gacha system works as well. At least in terms of like limited character banners, because standard has its own system, but as for limited character banners, it is one that can be explained pretty easily.
So the way Genshin works is it works on a pity system. The more summons you do on a banner, the closer you are to getting a guaranteed 5-star of the character that you want.
Now, how this works, if I also may jump into,
you may.
Okay. So more on how it works is, with this pity system, you get pity at about 90 rolls in, which is the equivalent of 9 multiples. Now, there are times where the game can be quite generous, and times where it's just going to feel sorry for you and give you that pity. However, just because you get the pity roll at about 9 multis in, here's where the real issue lies. So, what's going to happen is, when you do get that 5-star, when you see that you are going to get that 5-star, you have a 50-50 chance on getting the character from the limited banner, or one of the now 6 permanent 5-stars. If you just so happen to get one of the permanent 5-stars, your next roll for a 5-star is guaranteed. But there's more to it. If you just so happen to get 2 5-stars, say 1 permanent and 1 limited character, there's a way on how it works. Say you get the limited character first, and then the perma next. If you get the last 5-star you get, which, say in this case is the permanent one, which comes second, you have a guarantee for the next 5-star, actually. However, if it ends up being the other way around, in which you get the limited character banner second, you pretty much you pretty much have a 50-50 reset again. Well, let me reword that. Your 50-50 resets is what happens. But this system can be quite interesting. You never know what you might get. Hell, you could probably even get more than just 2 5-stars. You could probably literally get maybe 3 or 4. It has happened to some people. Yes, if you're absolutely lucky. This can happen. The system is unpredictable at times with your rolls.
And I'm never that lucky.
Yeah, some people may not be nearly as lucky. Others, they just seemingly are. I am one of those people that just seems a little too lucky side. It has happened quite a bit. And, I mean, as I've explained before, I got pretty lucky with Raiden Shogun. I was not expecting to not be able to spend any money on her, because usually in the case of 5-stars I want, I usually throw some money at them. Ironically enough, I am trying to go for Ayato at this point. I lost 50-50 after the past 4 times I have won 50-50. You know what? Fuck it, I'll talk about that too. So, starting with last update, when it came to Phase 2 banners, not gonna really talk about the character I absolutely wanted, because he wanted to be a butt, and I lost 50-50 on his banner and had to keep rolling until I finally got him, which I did. There was another character I wanted, which I don't want to spoil who she is or anything, because I'm not gonna get to meet her until a later story. But on, like, the last week that the banners were running, I had one more chance, and just threw $50 at her since I had just gotten paid. I managed to win 50-50 on getting her. Next update comes along, and we have our next set of banners. I ended up getting
Oh, for
50-50 win
that one.
again on another character's banner. Once again, not spoiling who he is because later part of the story. I already explained Sugar Mommy won 50-50 again. Then when it came to her weapon, there is a funny story to that. But I'll talk about that at a later point once we've met the respective character that is involved in this, which is one that I had really wanted. Because of the timing, it's what made it funny, and the fact that I actually got Ryan's weapon. Once again, winning 50-50. That's 4 50-50s I had won over the course of the month, and finally, I don't know why, I was happy just losing 50-50 because I just feel this game had been too generous to me. Way too generous.
Alright. Time to go talk to Lisa. Right after I grab this animoculi. God, this game looks stunning on PS5.
Hey, cutie. You're going to help me out, too? How kind of you. Don't hesitate to come to me if you need anything. Good question. Well, because Jean trusts me, so you should as well.
Alright. Time to enter the Temple of the Lion. This temple is where we will learn a lot about elemental reactions and stuff. Granted, that's when we reach Adventure Rate 16.
I guess I could give this a go.
And our trial character is Lisa for this run.
I knew it. There is a strong elemental energy coming from deep within this temple. Paimon, are you able to float across? Let's ride this wind current, shall we?
You know, out of all the characters, I'm surprised Lisa didn't get a freaking censorship.
Come a little closer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and now Elemental Monument.
No wonder. Let me try to activate it with a bit of electro power. Stand back, sweeties.
Yoinka. I love opening chests. I don't know why. Oh yeah. Electro and hydro equals electrocharged. The electro will move over to every character to every enemy that's affected by hydro. It's such a great elemental reaction. Oop, that's a bomb.
Oh, another wind current. Let's ride it up from here.
My cat is just lying on my leg.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock. Blitz. Surrender and be gentle. Hit chain lightning can be set off between electro-charged opponents. The electrical discharge caused by friction is only a little less shocking than love at first. Oh, you want to know about this gem? You're kidding. You're seriously asking? This is a vision. It's used by the Chosen to draw on elemental powers. In terms of mysticism, I suppose you could call it a magical lightning rod. What? You've never seen a vision? Just where exactly are you from? Are you a hilly churl with some level of reasonable intelligence? No,
Oh yeah, food will heal you.
doubt it. After all, hilly churls aren't exactly known for their smarts. And you'd more or less qualify to be a magister's apprentice. Break it, and we can head home and relax.
Boop.
The thought of putting my feet up and relaxing has me all fired up. Dragon of the East, Lion of the South, Wolf of the North, Falcon of the West, they are the four winds of Mondstadt, affiliated with Barbados, the god of Animo. The Dragon of the East, Storm Terror, its real name is Dvalin. Though most in Mondstadt seem to have forgotten that in all this Storm Terror business. So now you know why Dvalin is only able to channel 3 of the four winds' power, because it has been consuming itself from the beginning. Because of hatred, I presume.
Hatred?
Hatred for Mondstadt. Hatred drove it to become something more powerful than the wind itself. To become Storm Terror.
But why would one of the four winds hate the city it was supposed to protect?
As a child of Mondstadt, it's something that's really hard to say aloud. Here, take this. It's a very old story from more than a century ago.
And now we've unlocked Lisa.
It's finally done. Well, all that lay, flow, and elemental line stuff Lisa was going on about should hopefully be back to normal. Want to go back and see how the knights are doing? But if you got anything more interesting to do, Paimon can come too. By the way, we obtained another Animalculus in one of the Four Winds temples, right? We might come across more of them in the future, so don't forget to offer them to the statues.
And with that, the first act of the prologue is complete. Prologue Act 2. Are you okay?
What? No. Okay, I had enough Twitter. I'm putting down the phone. No, that's the thing I didn't want to see.
Shut it.
Okay.
Just calm down.
Okay.
We have now completed the
I would
first...
say what it was, but it would technically spoil some stuff for the story, because you're not at that point yet, and it involves a character you're not going to meet till much later on.
Anyways, now that we have unlocked Lisa, we have completed the first act of the prologue, and now we have to build up my adventure rank. Great. Yeah, this is the part that gets a bit annoying. We have to build up Oh! Right. The Game Awards. Due to the Game Awards happening rather earlier, Hoyoverse decided to give us 1,600 Primo Gems. So now, we can perform a multi-summon. Once I can find the witch icon. Now, I know for a fact I'm probably not going to get her, but let's pray. Yeah, I kind of figured. Let's see who I do get, though. Rosaria! Yes! 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 I have a 1-up on my main account now!
Pray to tell what occurred.
I got Layla! I missed out on Layla back on my main account due to my PlayStation fucking up.
Funny enough, you know what's honestly funny? You bring up Layla, and so when I went to go and roll over on my alt for the first time on a limited banner, I actually got Layla by luck on the banner. Note, she wasn't one of the prominent 4 stars.
Right.
That was on the banner. And it's funny because she was technically on the last set of banners, but the banners that were going on prior. And this was when these were the phase 1 banners for this update, was when I got her. And it was funny because, well, prior to those banners, she was on the phase 2 banners for last update. So it's funny that I managed to just get her like that. I haven't put any work into her, and issue is that when it comes to probably putting work into any of the newer characters, that's going to be an issue, because if you want to use them for story, well, you're going to have another region accessible to you, which is not going to be till later on.
Yep, won't have access to Sumeru until I beat Mondstadt's story. But I didn't know she was a sword user. You know what? This will be a good chance to test out Layla. So I will replace Fischl for now. Kind of think I should probably look at what she can do. I love getting hit by boars. But anyways, now that we've completed the first act of the prologue, this would be a really good place to stop off the episode for now. And let's see how long of an episode it is. Fucking hell! Well, this now makes this my longest video on the channel. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video and want to see more Genshin Impact, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe to the channel for more content. Also, do not forget to hit the notification bell to join the notification squad so that you never miss a video. Until next time, this is the Crimson Swordsman. Thank you all for watching, and please enjoy your New Year's Day and have a nice day.
My legs are so sore. Guess I must have been sleepwalking last night. Again.
Have a good night, Layla.